Today we're going to be making a chicken salad with some crispy chicken skin on top. For this first part, I didn't have time to take a video because I was busy watching the kids. But somehow, some way, you need to get a bunch of cooked chicken. Ideally chicken breast, but I guess others would work. And ideally you're going to have the skin on. So you'll see in the beginning of the video, I cooked this sous vide at 149 degrees for about 90 minutes. I basically do it this way because it's super easy. You just put the chicken in the bag, drop it in the water, and then wait, and it's done. And it may be done in 60 minutes, but I wasn't available at 60 minutes, so I just let it go for 90, and everything turned out great. Some alternatives to a sous vide would be leftover chicken. You could poach some chicken for this. If I didn't have the sous vide, I honestly probably would bake it in a low oven for say 45 to 60 minutes until they're about 150 degrees in the center of the breast, and then just pull it out and let it cool off. And when I say a low oven, I mean probably like 275 to 300 degrees. So you can see I've just been taking the chicken off of the bone, just trying to do my best with the knife to stay along the rib cage, and then whatever is remaining, I just use my fingers to pull off. It comes off pretty easily. You also note that I'm saving the skin for later because we're gonna use that to crisp up and put it on top. So basically just do this to all 4 breasts. You can save those bones for chicken stock. You can just make a quick one with those bones, or save them if you get a bunch of bones and make a batch of chicken stock. So you can see now I'm taking the reserved chicken skins and I'm just chopping these up really fine. You want to get this as fine as you can. You can see I spent a while here making sure this is in really small pieces so that all that fat renders and you get really crispy chicken skin instead of something that's a little bit flabby. So I just put this in a 12-inch frying pan over medium-low heat until it's really crispy, and then just set it aside. And then I'll put this on top at the end, you'll see, just as a little bit of a garnish, which is nice to add a little bit more texture. And I'm going to leave all the footage in for this. It's sped up about 3x, so just so you can see the process of how long this takes and kind of what I do with it. It probably takes about like 7 or 8 minutes over that medium-low heat to do this. And then, like I said, when I'm done, I'm just setting it aside until the rest of the chicken salad is done. This is a pretty generic recipe, so you can kind of put whatever you want in this. I end up putting some apple and walnuts in here, just because that's what I had laying around, and it's nice to have something that's a little bit crunchy in here, because you want some texture against that chicken. I also add some capers in for brininess, along with some of the juice from the capers, just for a little more acid. But really, this is just a general recipe, and you could really add whatever you want to this based on what you like or what you have on hand. When it comes to final assembly, it's kind of personal preference. So I'm just adding as much mayo as I really feel it needs until it kind of looks how I want it. You know, some people like more or less mayo, so just put in whatever you want. This is the homemade stick blender mayo that I made in my other videos, so you can go check that out if you want to make some of your own mayo. And then I'll show you here is the finished product. Just serving it on a bed of greens along with, some olives and feta and avocado, and then just drizzling over a vinaigrette. You can also see the crispy chicken skin on top, which is, just a really nice touch, and it's kind of the reason that you want to use that bone-on skin-on chicken breast, so that you can get that chicken skin, because it's really what kind of sets this apart. So if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.